Hello guys, welcome back to Ayaaba Creations. So we are going to learn how to make this bag. Actually, this is the part 2. The part 1 has already been posted. You can check the description box for the link to the part 1. Stay tuned and enjoy. On this channel, we learn how to make simple beaded crafts. Don't forget to support our channel by liking, sharing and subscribing. So let's do the part 2 now. Okay, now let's make the round design for the bag. So first you are going to make a ring of 4 beads. So you're adding 4 beads after cutting a long beading thread. Cross with the 4th bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then we add 3 sugar beads, 1 on each side, cross with the 3rd sugar bead to give us another ring of 4 beads. We have an online store on Instagram where we sell beaded craft samples at both wholesale and retail prices. So you can check us out on Instagram at ayaaba.gh.
Arab got the steez in you now.
Alright, let's count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I beaded the rest of camera. Let's measure the entire length. So the entire length is 30 inches. When you count the number of beads at the side, it is going to be 57. So when we join it together, we are going to get 58 in all when you count. So let's join. Now we are going to fold it in order to start making the design. So we want to close it. All you do is just add one bead. So you're going to pass the beading thread through the next two beads, one on each side. So just pass one here and then the other beading thread also through the next one. Then all you do is just add one bead and then you cross with that same bead so that we can close the sides. So we are going to repeat it again. Pass the beading thread again through this bead, which is the next bead, and then also through the next bead, and then we will add one bead and then cross with that same bead. So that is all we'll be repeating. that is just about it. So you see how beautiful the circle design has become. Okay, so next we are going to close the sides of the bag. The place that we folded in here, we are going to close it so that we can be able to have a nice shape for our bag. We are going to repeat the same thing at this side too. The next thing is to join the circle design to the bag. This is very easy to make. It's not difficult at all. So what is going to help us is the base of the bag. So from one corner you're going to count 9 like I just did, and then from another corner again you count 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 9 here, 9 there, and then what is left in the middle is what we are going to bead. So it is 5 that is left, as you can see. 1 2 3 4 5. Over again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So from the 9th one, you're going to count 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. So when you count 1 2 3, you pass the beading thread through that bead. And what you are going to do next is add just one bead, one sugar bead, as you can see. Then you pick your circle design, and then you pass the beading thread through one side, like as you can see in the video. So you do it exactly like this. Then all you do again is just add one sugar bead, and then you cross with that same sugar bead. Okay, so that is it for the first one, like this. Then you pass the beading thread through the next bead again, like I'm doing. Then at the other side again, you also pass the beading thread through that same through another bead again. But it should be the next one, the next bead. All you do is just add one sugar bead and then cross with that same sugar bead. Then you pass the beading thread through the next bead again. Don't forget that we are only doing it till we get to 5 beads, and then that will be it. So we are moving on. So through the next bead, and then on the circle design through the next bead, and then we cross with one sugar bead. Let's count. This is 5, so counting from the other side, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So just under the 9th bead, you see the design starts, and then when you count from the other side too, it is also 9. So you get 5 in the middle, and that is the 5 you are going to bead through. So as you can see the knot at the side there, and then when you count from here to the same thing. So we are going to join the sides to the circle design. In order to achieve that, the base of the bag is going to help us. So from one side, we will count 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and that is the middle. We are going to count upwards, up. So the middle is here. Then you are going to count 14 from that side. So when you count, you're supposed to get 14. So on the 14th bead is where we are going to do our joining. Alright, so this part is also very simple. Just watch how it's done, and then you can also follow. So pass the beading thread through that 14th bead, as you can see. Then next we are going to add just one sugar bead. Then on the side, that is the other side, like here. Okay, so you also pass the beading thread through that bead like this. Then you add one sugar bead, and then you cross with that same sugar bead. Yeah, exactly. Then next we are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead. So this is the next bead. So we are passing the beading thread through that bead, and then we are going to pass the beading thread at the other side also through the next bead. And all we are going to do is just add one sugar bead and then cross with that same sugar bead. Then we are going to repeat it again for the last time. We are going to repeat it again. So we pass the beading thread through the next sugar bead. So this is the last one here, and then all you are going to do is pass one sugar bead, then we make a knot, and that is it. Alright, so you see how it looks like. Okay, so we are going to repeat the same step at the other side, at the last side, which we have not done any joining. So it's going to be the same procedure. You count 11 from the corner of the bag to the middle. Then from that side, you're just going to count. See this side, we counted 14 to the top. So at this side too, we are going to count 14 again. And then from the 14th bead, we also join again. And that is how we attach the circle to the bag. Okay, so we are done attaching. Oh wow, it's really looking very pretty now, and then the bag is becoming very nice. So the last part is the flap of the bag, and that is what we will be doing next. In order to achieve that, first we are going to turn the bag upside down like this, and then we are going to count from one corner, this time around at the top, not down. So we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then so 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Then on the 5th one is where we are going to start making the flap from. So we cut a long beading thread and we pass the beading thread through that 5th bead, and then we start making our flap. So mind you that at the other side too, we are going to end on the 5th bead. So add 3 sugar beads, then we will cross with the 3rd sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Yeah, just like this. Then we pass the beading thread through the next bead again. Here we are going to add 2 sugar beads and then cross with that the second one to give us another ring of 4 beads. Pass the beading thread through the next bead, add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second bead to give us a ring of 4 beads, and then we keep repeating that process. So we are just going to continue the process like that, adding 3 sugar beads, cross with the 3rd sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then we pass the beading thread through the next sugar bead again, add 2 sugar beads, cross with the 2nd sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Then we keep repeating the process again like that. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is it. Next, we have to do another thing again in order to make sure that there is no opening at the other sides of the bag. So we are just going to bead at the sides, just one. So just watch here. So this is a different beading thread altogether. And then we are going to add 3 sugar beads, 1, 2, 3. Then we are going to cross with a third sugar bead. Okay, so I think you can see what's happening here, right? Okay, so pass the beading thread through the next sugar bead like this. Then we are going to add 2 sugar beads and then cross with a second sugar bead to give us another ring of 4 beads. Subsequently, you are going to pass the beading thread through the next sugar bead again. Then we are going to add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. So this is the last one. Alright, so we are just going to make a knot, and then we'll repeat this same thing that we just did at the other side of the flap too. This is just to help us close so that when we fold in, there will be no space at the sides. We just want to make sure that the opening of the bag is fully covered. So from here, the design is going to be different. What we are going to do would help us to get a round shape here. So first, we are going to make a ring of 5 beads. So we'll add 4 sugar beads and then we'll cross with the 4th sugar bead to give us a ring of 5 beads to begin with. Then after that, what you are going to do next is pass the beading thread through the next bead. Then we are going to continue our normal routine of adding 2 sugar beads, crossing with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads.
Ayaaba the season, you know.
So the last bead is what is remaining. We are going to pass the beading thread through that bead. Then we will add 3 sugar beads here and then cross with the third sugar bead to give us another ring of 5 beads. Next, we are going to make a ring of 6 for the next stage. So we are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead here, and we are going to add 4 sugar beads and then cross with the 4th sugar bead to give us a ring of 6 beads. Then we pass the beading thread through the next bead, and then we are going to add 2 sugar beads, cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads, and then we keep repeating that same process of adding 2 sugar beads. So we pass the beading thread through the next bead again, add 2 sugar beads, and then cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. At this point, we are going to pass the beading thread through the last 2 beads, as you can see. So first through this bead and then through the other bead, so the last 2 beads. Then what you are going to do now is add 3 sugar beads and then cross with the third one to give us a ring of 6 beads. We are going to make a ring of 6 beads again. So what we are going to do next is add 4 sugar beads, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 sugar beads. Then we are going to cross with the 4th bead to give us a ring of 6 beads. Okay, then we'll pass the beading thread through the next bead, add 2 sugar beads. Then we cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Okay, so we keep repeating this process again so we get to the last bead. Alright, so this is the last one. So we are going to pass the beading thread through the last two beads. So this bead and then this bead here. And then what we are going to do is add 3 sugar beads and cross with a third sugar bead to give us a ring of 6 beads. So we are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead again. This time around we are going to make a ring of 5 beads. So we are going to add 3 beads and then cross with the third sugar bead to give us a ring of 5 beads. Next, we are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead. Then we are going to add 2 sugar beads and cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. Again, we are going to pass the beading thread through the next bead, add 2 sugar beads and then cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 4 beads. So we are going to keep repeating this process till we get to the last bead. Okay, so here you are going to pass the beading thread through the last 2 beads. So this one and then this one. Okay, and all we are going to do is add 2 sugar beads and then we are going to cross with the second sugar bead to give us a ring of 5 beads, and that is it. We are done with the flap. Okay, so as you can see, ring of 5 beads, the ring of 6, the ring of 6, and then ring of 5 beads. Likewise the other side, the same thing, ring of 5, ring of 6, ring of 5, yeah, see, ring of 6, then ring of 6, and then another ring of 5 beads, so that at least the flap side will curve nicely. So that's just about it, and we are done with this bag. Don't forget to share your work with us when you are done.